Good morning, everyone. I'm Martyn Durant, a business improvement consultant who's been working with Vicky Farrell at SafeMove about becoming a more successful business. Vicky is the SafeMove manager, and I'm talking to her this morning about the secret of her success, what it takes to be successful, and just as importantly, how do you know when you're successful? And it's been my pleasure to work with them and support them over the last 5 years, and I've seen them grow and become a leading business nationwide. And I've got to say I'm very proud to be associated with them. So Vicky, would you like to tell me and the listeners a little bit more about your business?
Yeah, so SafeMove is a trading arm of Yorkshire Water Services, and we're based in Bradford. We are only a very small team of 24, small but perfectly formed. We provide drainage and water searches for customers purchasing residential and commercial properties anywhere in the Yorkshire region. That also covers parts of North Lincolnshire and Derbyshire. On top of that, so that customers have got a one-stop shop, we also provide a whole host of other conveyancing product searches nationwide. We were formed in 2001, and I'm really, really proud to say that we are now, for such a small team, seen nationally as a successful business across all aspects of what we do.
And when I first met you, Vicky, that was about 5 years ago. It doesn't seem 2 minutes since.
It doesn't, no.
We first looked at your ambitions and where you wanted to be. That was the first step for us. So what have been your successes to date?
So I think we've always had sort of an inbuilt ambition in SafeMove to become a leading UK business. And to do that, part of that journey, you've got to open yourself up to external scrutiny and challenge, really, and learn from the best out there. We've always been committed to continually improving the business, and we came across the AFQM model, European Foundation for Quality Management, probably around maybe 10, 11 years ago. And it took some understanding, but we now use that and have done for a long time as an umbrella framework for driving the business forward. And we have been UK Business Excellence Award winners twice now, once in 2018 and again in 2020. Although sadly we couldn't have the celebrations that we had in 2018 last year, given current situation. But yeah, fantastic achievement for us. And on top of that, we also won, which was another fabulous achievement, Excellence in Employee Engagement in the 2020 awards too. So yeah, 2 in that year.
We did extremely well that year, and that was the year we was aiming for. The original ambition was to aim for 2020 as award winners, and I think we felt that 2018 was going to be a stepping stone to that, so we could have an assessment, see where we were, and improve from there on to 2020. But unbeknown to us, when we went in 2018, you actually won the award then in 2018, 2 years ahead of schedule.
We did, yeah. Much to our surprise, but yeah, a brilliant achievement. It just shows if you focus on the feedback report itself, use the model properly to drive your business forward, that yeah, you can achieve things ahead of when you plan to.
I mean, that said also something about the calibre of the team though as well, about embracing that from 2016 to 2018, yeah. 2 years. It was a massive change there, I think.
Absolutely. I mean, there's two key things for me in that makes it SafeMove so successful. And what the first is, it's people. There is an absolute direct link between employee morale, capability, satisfaction, and therefore then links directly to the service that can be offered by such a fantastic team. I mean, again, testament to that. We received distinction level for the Institute of Customer Service, and we've been awarded that twice. So it's just showing the sustainability and the level of service that the team are offering. But yeah, it starts with the people. And again,
that's with the Institute of Customer Service, isn't it? Yeah,
it is, yeah. But yeah, and again, to back that up, in terms of investing in our people, we are awarded platinum status on the Invested in People standard. And more recently, just in the last month, we've worked with invested in people on a new accreditation related to health and wellbeing. That's called We Invest in Wellbeing. Because, you know, for most organisations anywhere in any industry, wellbeing is top of the agenda. And putting people genuinely at the heart of everything you do. You've got to invest in your people and look after them. And recognise it's a contract between you as the employer. You know, come to work every day and do a good job, and we'll look after you. It's as simple as it gets. But we were the first in the North to achieve gold standard on the health and wellbeing accreditation last month. So again, another brilliant accolade for the team.
So looking back over that 5 years, it's fair to say those are remarkable achievements in a relatively short space of time. So during all that process and all that success, what do you think has been your biggest transformation?
Well, I think when we started, you know, we talked earlier about looking to learn from the best. So we were an organisation that were looking to learn from others. To now, we are the organisation that people want to come and talk to and say, we want to learn from you. So it's completely flipped on its head, which is great. But I think in many respects, we're leading and influencing more than we've ever done, and raising our own bar, setting our own standards. And you know, as I've said, we're recognised regionally, nationally for the way we operate, our focus on customer service, and as I say, more importantly, the way we treat our people.
And I think being recognised that way, it's not a case of badge hunting. It's a real desire to improve as a business, because it's in your own interest to do that, to actually survive as a business in this day and age. And so you're being actually recognised across quite a broad spectrum there. So where does that actually put you as a business now?
Yeah, so I mean, you talk about it isn't about badge hunting, and I think that's important to state. Really, it can look like that given all the accreditations and things that we've achieved. But for me, it's really about using, you know, learning from the best and using those frameworks to drive your business forward and develop your business. Because yeah, it's about surviving, and it is tough. But it's made us a confident business. We understand the customers that we're serving. We understand our people well, and we understand the market and environment that we're operating in, as tough as it seems at the moment. I'm sure the same is for many. But yeah, we're strong in terms of viability, sustainability. I think we've got an inbuilt resilience really to cope with anything. We've had many challenges over the years, and it's not an easy place to work. It's tough. It's got challenging targets, but it's a very resilient team and a very resilient business. I think given the last year that the world has been living through, we've coped admirably really with the current coronavirus pandemic. And it's really how you operate and support your people through that. And it hasn't been easy, and it won't have been for lots of people and lots of organisations. But one of the biggest things for me is we've got a real family feel in SafeMove, and a really good culture of supporting each other through tough times, but celebrating success as well. But all the things that make your work enjoyable, it's that physical, social interaction with people, isn't it? You know, we're human beings. We like to mix with each other. It's that's been particularly challenging, and I think innovation is one of the biggest challenges. So you don't have that ability. You know, we're coping, and as everybody is through Zoom, Microsoft Teams, etc. But those platforms are challenging in terms of not having the ability to just bounce ideas off each other sometimes. I think that's quite a challenge. And again, you know, the thing that is in most people's households challenging in terms of people having to balance home working with or without kids at home. But we've also had challenges with new technology. We've launched a new cloud-based system in April last year. So people have had to deal with, you know, changes, learning new things, all the while having childcare issues, homeschooling. Although those that don't have kids at home, you know, so it can be quite isolating through these times. So it's a case of keeping a check on your people and making sure they're okay. But yeah, it's like you work. You had somewhere physical to close the door, didn't you, and leave? So you work. Your home is now your workplace, which, you know, as I say, can be very challenging, but we're seeing it through.
Work, aren't you?
Well, yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think, you know, the team are seeing it through with true Yorkshire grit and determination, and they get the job done. You know, we're all human. We're all, most of us are parents. We've all got lives and partners and things to contend with whilst working from home. But you know, we've got to accommodate that, and it's just adding to our resilient nature, I think.
I mean, for me, just adding in there as well, and we've continued our working relationship, and it's been very much business as usual for us. Although Zoom can be a bit taxing if you're on it all day, so
Yeah.
we've made it as accommodating as we can, haven't we, to keep things ticking on.
Yeah.
And we've managed that, and so I think really you're in a very strong position then now, and really it's not just now; it's the period up to now, and what's enabled you to grow your business? Because I've seen you mature and grow as a business over that 5 years, quite a lot. So what's actually enabled you to grow your business, do you think?
I think it's got to be. It's all about self-awareness, Martyn. I think it's in terms of understanding yourself, what you do, being honest with yourselves as well, accepting feedback graciously. It's no good asking for it if you don't have that level of self-awareness. It's about knowing what you do, why you're doing it, how you do it, know your strengths, how to build on them, but, you know, equally where you need to improve and do something about it, have plans in place to address it. It's about adapting quickly, I think, as well, because things change. And because of the rate of change, you've got to take your people with you. So you've got to involve people, ask them how this might work. This is the issue. This is where we want to get to. How do we get there, and do it together? But yeah, and as I say, not badge hunting, but use external scrutiny to compare yourselves against the best out there.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I've noticed with you is that when you need to do something, you discuss it, you agree it, decide it, and then you do it. And it's that ability to actually get things done fairly quickly and take the team with you. And I think that's been one of the successes I've seen with you. It is about how you don't contemplate things too long. You just get on with it and do it.
Absolutely.
And you're quite agile in the way you'd approach that, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Nice compliment, Martyn, but yeah, I agree.
Well taken. So taking all that into account then, Vicky, what do you think has actually then been your key to your success over that period?
Well, as we've titled the podcast, it's secret to success is not rocket science. And for me, it's got to be about your people. You just got to be fair, genuine, honest, and care about each other, really. As I said before, ask people, listen to them, genuinely listen to them. So hearing them, not just asking for opinion and doing nothing with it. But equally, when you can't meet that need, it's explaining why that can't happen. So there's a full understanding, and you know, it might not be an answer that is liked, but at least there is understanding there. But yeah, asking people, listening, acting on it, as you say. And seeking the views, discussing them. And as you will know, Martyn, you've been party to many a heated debate and disagreements when we've been through some of our feedback reports and creating the development plan that comes off the back of that.
Yeah, for the benefit of listeners here, Vicky, the role I've played many a time has been as a referee between them, so keeping them apart.
Absolutely, Martyn. Yeah,
but we always manage to come to an agreement in the
we do. But you know that usually when everybody's had a chance to get stick the two pennies in, which people need that. You need to be heard and feel that your opinion's out there. But we usually come to an agreement at some point, having heard everybody's views.
So that's the thing I like to see, Vicky. I like to see people having a genuine, heartfelt discussion. And
And for me, it shows the passion coming from the people, from the team. It shows the care about what we're doing.
Exactly. And then everybody, as I say, everybody says the piece, whether or not people like it or not, and then it's a case of honing in and deciding what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And we always get there in the end.
We do. So yeah, it's all just about investing in your people. I think you've got to set the purpose, direction of where you're going, not just for the business, but for everybody in it, so they understand where we need to be. Focus on your priorities. Identify the problems that there are to be solved. Always look for better ways of doing things. And when you've done all that, you've got to celebrate the success as well. And I think we do that really well. I mean, we work hard and play hard at SafeMove, and I think, you know, the team are recognised for the contributions. We have as annual awards event, business plan rollouts, and you know, that it's not just about the grand stuff. It's about the little thank yous as well. Just you know, day-to-day recognition.
I think that's important, that, Vicky, though, as well. You mentioned about you work hard and you play hard, and I've been fortunate to be part of that as well when we've been enjoying it ourselves and enjoying celebrating the successes, and that's what it's about. Because you put a lot of hard work up to that. When you do succeed in things, celebrate it, and you do that well.
Yeah, we do, and I pride ourselves at SafeMove on the team and the teamwork. The support and help each other, and we've got a genuine family feel, and a lot of people, teams, organisations talk about that but don't actually have it, but we do. And you know, we've had comments from many over the years that others see it as very refreshing and want to be associated with SafeMove and its successes.
Well, at the start of that, I mentioned to you about when you know you've been successful, and I think when people actually recognise you as such, and it's not just your achievement, but they're looking at you as a team and the way you behave, the way you act, and they see that as being refreshing. So when you're looking at how successful you've been or you are, really the question to you is, how good are you?
Well, we've talked about what we've achieved, but we don't always talk about how good we are, but we ask our customers, stakeholders and people, and they tell us. So the numbers speak for themselves. I mean, customer satisfaction is 96% at the moment. Net promoter score of 94%, which is fantastic. Stakeholder survey is currently running at 86% satisfaction. And as I've said about our people, we ask them too, and they tell us that they are 98% satisfied with working for us. So the numbers speak for themselves.
And I think you mentioned there about customers. There's no more, I think, telling aspect than customers voting with their feet. And I think your customers are very loyal to you, and they stay with you.
Yeah.
And that's really, I suppose, testament ultimately as to how good you are. And I think they're your biggest advocates.
And you know, it's testament to the team, isn't it? The reason that they are loyal and we retain them is because of the service they get from the team.
Exactly. So after all that, then what's next?
To get better, Martyn, we've just got to keep pushing. I mean, you never know. There's global recognition out there. But yeah, no, just to keep developing. Don't become complacent.
I should have known, Shana. You don't stay where you are. There's always a chance to get better, and I should have known that.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure talking to you again.
And you, Martyn. Speak soon.
Bye.